Hey, welcome, it's Gamed Out Gamer. Welcome to the channel. I have an unbox. I just got a computer here, and for comparison's sake, I'll show you first. This is the 130XE Atari 8-bit. Now, I'm trying to build up a collection now that I can do it, and I'm an adult, and we're gonna unbox a 65XE that I just got. It's new, like new condition. I'm really excited about it. This is a 130XE. This has double the RAM. Slight difference between this one and the one we'll be unboxing. This is the cartridge port. You can see it from the underside. On their Jack Tramiel, when he bought Atari, he rebranded the 8-bits, and for some crazy reason, he put the cartridge port on the back, sort of like the Commodore 64s. But in addition, on the 130XE, you get this expansion bus here, and so the difference between the 130XE and the 65XE is the 130XE has this expansion bus. The 65 just has the cartridge port. But nowadays, the expansion bus is not as necessary. People tend to mod their Atari 8-bits by opening up the computer and putting mods in the chip slots and stuff like that. There are some that go on the back, but not as many. I have a razor blade here, but I'm not inclined to use it because I might cut myself or something. So I'm going to go with scissors here. So this is new unboxed, or, well, like new condition here. So, wow. And the one reason I got it is because this is, see how the keys are yellow? They're turning yellow. And this one I saw in the photos online, they're not yellowed. And this wasn't my original 130XE. I had one that I did a paper route and worked for months and months to get up enough money to buy one. But I just never felt a real connection with this 130XE. It works fine. I did repair the Mylar sheet underneath the keyboard to get the keys working last year. All right, well let's get going. So, and this one, since it's like new condition, I'll just be happier using it. But I also I just like collecting them now. I think I have about 7 or 8 Atari 8-bits now, including like 3 800XLs and a 1200XL now, which I never even saw till I ordered it last year. And I have one 600XL. And you see the 130XE. So this will be my first. I don't know if I've even ever seen a 65XE before. I don't recall ever seeing a 65XE. It's supposed to be new in box. Let's see what we have here for. Okay, that's a receipt and an envelope. You don't need to see the receipt or envelope. Wow. Now the box. One of the nice things about this. And he did what I asked. I asked him to put it in bubble wrap and then put it in a second box, and he did that. Because the box is like really nice. The box is really, really nice. Let me move some stuff here. Now the Atari 8-bits were the first computer I ever had. And it was my primary computer for 3 years before I got my Amiga 500. And to be frank, the Amiga was great, but when I first got it, I had very little software. All right, so there. So into the Atari, I had my fill at that point, but I was really excited about the Amiga. But for the first few months, at least, I didn't have much on the Amiga. But the Amiga was really a true successor to this computer. This was the predecessor to the Amiga. Basically the same designers left Atari, and then they formed their own company, and then Commodore bought Amiga. Although Atari was trying to buy it, that deal fell through. I think Atari just became complacent. That's what happens. Wow, look at this. This 65XE. This is awesome. I'll need to refocus the camera, I realize. It's even got the serial number. Let's get this in focus. So I don't know if I've ever seen a 65XE. Maybe in the stores. I don't recall. Maybe a couple times. Best Buy used to carry them around here. When they were new. So this is a good seller. I paid a reasonable price for this. So here's the underside. This is the underside of the box. Refocus. Wow. I mean, these boxes, Jack Tramiel was being cheap. So, but even the previous Atari boxes were. This is very rare to see a box in this good of condition. In fact, you can even go to like Best Electronics. They do all Atari stuff, and I don't even think they're Ataris. They don't even have boxes this nice. So this is, I have one little scuff right here on the paint or whatever, on the ink. Wow. And this is way faster than a modern PC, of course. 65,000 bytes. That's way more than my computer only has like 16 gigabytes. So that's way less than 64K. Obviously. As in way less. What do they have? I need to get my glasses to be able to read this stuff. Hold on. Where are my glasses? Oh, here they are. They're just these are actually like just drugstore computer glasses that work really great for me until I actually need real glasses. Education, entertainment, more home applications, and they have looks like Millipede here. Millipede's an awesome game. Atari Writer. There's a better free word processor you can buy. And you can download off the internet. You don't have to buy it. Education, yeah. The best education game, okay, so here's a computer. Anyway, Agent USA is the best education game, I think. It says 3 minutes, I have to restart the recording. So there it is, wow, awesome. Yeah, it looks like new. I'm just evaluating the keys. Oh, this, oh my gosh. Oh, this is so cool. Because look at the yellowing. This is like new. It's like buying a new, look at the color difference. And what this color, the reason they go yellow is they put a fire retardant into the plastic. And that fire retardant did that. So that's the deal. And that's not just the Atari 8-bits, that's all computers, just about all computers from the 1980s have this. I don't know when they stopped or if they even stopped putting this retardant into plastics. This 130XE isn't too bad. But this one, wow, look at the difference. Wow. So awesome. 2 minutes left on this. Wow. I am in awe. Again, if you see I have another unboxing here of 800XL. That's like a cat hair or something. Wow. Ooh, 60 frames. Look at see the DirectX 14 shadow effects are really amazing on this computer. Let's look at the underside on the back. You can tell a lot by, it's like a woman, you can tell a lot by looking at the back. So that's the back, and see there's no, like I was saying earlier, there's no expansion bus, just a cartridge port. Look at the underside. So that's the label, and the label just with the years, the label has peeled up a little bit. Now the auction, the seller did not show the underside online on the picture. He did not have a picture, and I do not see any rust on the shield inside. That's a good sign, good way to tell. I'm just looking at here. This looks really pristine. Wow. These are the game ports. Let me get some better light. Alright, I've got it set up on the desk with the TV. I got everything out of the box. Wait a minute. That's a 600XL. That's not a 65XE. I don't know how that happened. One moment. Alright. Wait a minute. That's an 800XL. Hold on. Wrong one. Okay, now, no. Oh, that's a 1200XL. Alright. I gotta hire someone who knows the difference. Hold on. Alright, there it is. Got the 65XE all set up. And I have a new Craft Maze Master. Let's give it a whirl. This is all plugged up now, ready to go. And this is the big thing, big test here if it'll work and not catch fire or something. Yes. All right, there it is. Now all these 8-bit computers have mediocre video. It's a little blurry. Let's bring up the test. It works. Yes. This is new. This is new in box Craft Maze Master. I got Basic XE here. The programming. We're gonna do advanced programming. So advanced it's through the roof, out into the atmosphere, into space, so far that no one wants to hire anyone who knows Basic XE. Alright, so that's help to exit. So let's do a memory test here and let that go. And that's a rather long test, but I think it's worth letting run. Wow, new Craft Maze Master is awesome. By the way, this is my favorite joystick for the 8-bits that I know of, and I got it just a few days ago. Still in the I got the twisty ties, and there's no wearing. It's brand new, mint condition. This is an awesome short throw joystick. Has a great feel to it. Has 4-way or 8-way. It's set in 8. Is that 4-way? Yeah, that's 4-way right now. There, it's been in 4-way for 30 years. Now it's an 8-way. And this is a side. It's by, I don't know how you pronounce his name. Lothrek. He's Polish. He sells this. This is a CF card. And what it does is it does two main things. It has a switch up or down. Up is for like cartridges, virtual cartridges. You can select which cartridge you want to run as a cartridge. Or a down, it's more like a hard drive. You can have like up to a whole lot of hard drives on there, each 32 megabytes. And we will test this soon. I got this last year. This thing is awesome. SIDE 2, SIDE 2 for Atari XL XE. So here the RAM test looks good. What happens with the RAM test if you do have bad RAM? Some of the blocks will go red or all of them, but you can't tell by the blocks which RAM chips are bad. But it looks good. Wow. Wow. And this I delivered papers for this Basic XE cartridge a long time ago. I think it could have been for my paper route, my pizza. I worked at a pizza place in '86, but I think it was my paper route job in 84, 85. I guess 85 because the XEs came out in 85. All right, we'll skip. All right, the test has been running. So far, so good. Wow, and that LED sure is bright on the power light. I don't know if you can. Let me turn the light off here. I don't know if you can see how bright that light is. Wow. Dinner's cooking in the background. This desk is this is an old desk, 40, 50-year-old desk or something. I don't know when, someone gave it to me. All right, this is the menu. This is the SIDE loader. I guess it works with joysticks. Some of these don't work with, some of these I think are disk images, and you can't use a disk image like this. Let's try Bomber Jet. It won't work because it's a disk image. It needs to be mounted as a disk image. This does cartridge. I think it's the XEX files that work as a cartridge image. So the SIDE is in there. You can barely see it. It's behind the cartridge port. Is obviously behind the computer. Thanks, thanks Jack for that decision. Not okay. All right. Wow. Oh, I see. Did I just trap myself? I trapped myself. Is it supposed to be black and white? I just trapped myself. That's called skill right there. That is awesome. Uh-oh. What's that? I hope that's the cartridge. I mean, I hope that's the image, the disk image, and not the computer. Alright, we gotta... That's a cold boot. You hit a button on the cartridge, and then you hit reset, and it does a cold boot. Canyon Climber. I don't know if I remember this. I never played this. But this computer, this computer is best for the early 80s games, and the Commodore 64 is better for the late 80s and early 90s 8-bit games. But the early 80s games in some ways are better. It's debatable, obviously. I don't even know what I'm doing here. I guess I jump. It looks like a regular platformer. I have no idea what's going on here. Oh no. So this, you know, some people say, well, the Commodore 64 is better. It has sprites. But no, the Atari 8-bit has sprites. It has sprites here. There's 8 of them. 4 for player and 4 missiles. And in programming ways, you can combine 4 of the missiles to be another sprite. So there's 8, 4 player, 4 missile. I don't know what's going on here. I guess I have to dodge these goats or rams or whatever they are. Let's see. I'm probably sure I'm not supposed to hit this. No, I was going to do the dynamite, I guess, to demolish it. I'm supposed to set all the charges, I presume, here. And I'm just not caring about the game too much. And you can see we've got overscan going here. We're seeing more on the screen than you're really supposed to on the right and left side. That's the overscan of that's the TV doing that. That's not the computer is putting out more information than a typical television set or monitor. There we go. So okay. So that's on the right. You're seeing all that flickering. You would normally not see any of that. Okay. What is this? What is this thing up here? Okay, I'm catching arrows? I don't know. Oh, it's a shield. Oh no, where's my shield? Oops, I'm looking at the camera here. Hold on. It's really hard getting that up. There it is. All right, I'll do another game here. I bet half of you are like, no, keep playing. I want to see. I don't know if you can see what's going on the screen. Okay, yeah, you can't jump once you have the shield. The Atari 8-bit game, the Atari is basically better at 3D games than the 64. And but the 64 is better maybe with 2D games. The 64 has a much slower CPU, and that affected how well it could do. This computer has fast graphics, But the C64 can do more colors in the higher resolutions than the Atari. The Atari can do more colors in the lower, much more lower colors in the lower resolution. Okay, so that's game over. Okay, cool. I've never seen this game. It doesn't have any music. Let's try. I don't know. Let's see. It seems to be working. I think that cartridge was bad, and that's why we crashed or something. I'm not sure. This game has music here, gyrus. This is hopefully it's not the computer. We will find out. If I do get problems, I will retest them on another 8-bit computer. And if we do have problems, it's probably fixable. It probably can be fixed. I don't know what's going on with this. I do have another computer. I will test. Maybe I will test gyrus. Maybe this needs the XL translator or something like that. I don't know. Some of these games only work best on the 800 and 400, and you need to load a translator first, then load the game. Yeah, this did not work, apparently. Demos. Let's see what this is all about. I don't know if I need to hit a key. Sounds like alternate reality music. I've never seen this demo, so I don't know if it's supposed to flicker on the text like that or not. Like, you can't. Can you load that? Okay. This is a great game. I think this needs the XL translator usually, but maybe it's converted. I don't know why it's working here. It's a really cute game. Uh-oh. Ah! Oh, the dog almost got me. Ah! Ah! The controls are a little bit weird. Hey, I'm trying to get up on the... I'm trying to get up onto the trash can here. There we go. Let him... Oh, and he knocked me off. How do I get... No. Let's try this again. You gotta get up onto this. I can't get over. Huh. Okay. There we go. I did it. And you got to get these open windows. You see the windows are open? You can also run and jump onto this like that. There you go. Ah. Don't. Hey. It's not. I think I have it on a higher difficulty. Let's do house cat. This is. Oh yeah, we have more trash cans now. Okay. Ugh, the controls. It's like. All right, I've noticed something really cool with this 65XE. Listen, here's the 130XE. Now they're the same age as this. This one's the previous owner, back in the late 80s, early 90s. It faded. It probably most of the yellowing happened then. But listen to the space bar here. It sounds sloppy, right? Now let's go to the 65. Listen to the difference. This is a fresh keyboard, not really used much at all. It's the spring action is really good. And this one. So this one is this keyboard has not been used much. It's awesome. I'm really happy with this. This was worth it for me. That sounds great. The shift key here isn't too bad. That's control up there. We had control up there, and here's control on the shift. Just a great sound. The reset and these keys are all feel better. Everything feels better. SIDE loader, side loader. It's got the date, the hour. It's an hour off because it doesn't know daylight savings. That is just. I'm going to return it now. It didn't know daylight savings, even though he made it in Poland. They don't know about that probably over there. So I got to test. What I got to do is test. Some of the games didn't work here, and I got to test them on the 130XE to see if it's the image, the images. So I have some work to do to find out if it's working properly or not. Basic XE, advanced programming. And I get the disk. Alright. Gigabyte. See you guys. Alright, I'm testing. I want to show you that I get the same results with the other XE. So here's Boulder Dash 3 that showed in black and white color. Now we're playing on the 130XE. You can see the keys are yellow. I'll show you the cords. Here are the cords in the back. This one has nothing plugged up. Power light's off. So it's color here, and then it's black and white. And I think that's just the game is supposed to be on the moon. We're supposed to be on the moon, and I don't know how Boulder Dash 3 rated. You know how it reviewed rather. But this one's harder in the beginning, that's for sure. I'm just testing the graphics so you can see it's black and white. Well, I don't know if you can see on your screens. You can see it's black and white. Might be look a little blue, maybe just because of the color, the camera or something, I don't know. Alright, so and the other games tested the same. I get all the identical results between the machines. So the chances of that happening with the same exact broken is almost zero. You know, it's gonna either. What was one that didn't? Gyrus. Gyrus did not work here on the 65XE. I think it needs the XL translator or something like that. But I have not verified all these. I've grabbed them off the internet a year ago, and I never went through all of them. And you know, but I'm just using the side in cartridge mode. Now I need to get all the hard drive images set up on the other thing. I'm getting a text here. So there, Gyrus does not work on this one as well.